Welcome to the Dean's List, the show where I tell you who made the best YouTube videos last week, and I give them a bunch of beefy points for doing so. My name is Dan Frampton. Back here we have Munchie the straight edge Nutcracker, and together we're the Dean Project. Thank you for joining us. Alright, okay, let's fucking start talking about the beefiest creators of the week. And first we gotta start at number 10, and we gotta give away one lousy, one measly, one little piece of shit point to Mudahar. This is his debut, actually. This is the very first time that Muda has joined us here on the Dean's List. So welcome, Muda. How does it feel to be picking up one little tiny point? To be honest, I've been watching your videos, you know. I like them a lot. I like how you just talk to the camera and just like show some things. You seem like a pretty like talented guy, pretty smart little coding brain in there somewhere. I like all of that. I like what I'm seeing on your channel, but I can't help but every time I watch one of your videos is to just like impersonate you. And I don't mean any hate with it, you know, and I'm not trying to like make jabs at the way that you talk, because like my voice is fucked up. So like that would be a ridiculous thing for someone like me to make fun of someone's voice. But while I have you here, while I have your attention, I think I'm gonna hit you with the Muda impression. Hello guys and gals, it's me, Mudahar. What'd you think? Isn't that perfect? I think that's pretty spot on. And I didn't work on that at all. Actually, the very first time I did it, I was like, I nailed it. We have to move on. We're going to be talking about number 9. Charlie is not high on the list this week. He's actually pretty low. This is one of the lowest that he's ever been on the Dean's List. He's only picking up 2 points because I'm like kind of sick of hearing about Karens. I work at Starbucks, so you know, Karens are a real thing in my life that I have to deal with. And I was once a manager of one of these Starbuckses, and I do not appreciate all the triggering moments that I get in these Karen videos. But Charlie does bring me the fresh footage, okay? Every time Charlie does a Karen video, he is showing me new Karens, and then everybody else starts making the videos that Charlie already made. So good job, Charlie. I'm not going to come on here and do a video about Karens because you already talked about the best and the biggest and the brightest ones. So what would be the point? But you're pretty much creating an entire fucking like industry around it. And there is another Karen video on this list, and the reason why it is higher will be explained when I talk about it then. Okay, we're going to be moving on over here. We're going to be talking about that other Karen video. And that other Karen video came to us from Pyro, Cynical. Now Pyro is a very good creator. Sometimes he's really high on the Dean's List, other times he's very low on the Dean's List, and this time it's relatively low. He's only picking up 3 little porky points for this video about Karens, and the reason why it's so low, it's not because of his like delivery, it's not because of his editing, it's not because of his style. All of that stuff is on point. I'm just sick of seeing all these Karens. Like this Karen that you're seeing here on the screen, I've already seen this Karen like 300 million times. I don't need any more footage on it, okay? But thank you, Pyro. You're coming in here. You're capitalizing off the thing that people are just searching for. I can't hate you on that. It's just smart. It's very good. But I was just like this. Oh my God. Through the whole video. So you're only picking up 3 points, but I still liked it. Whatever. All right. Coming in at number 7. She's brand new, in my mind, and on the Dean's List radar anyway, and I like her comedy stylings. We are talking about Twiz Fizz. It sounds like she's from Australia. I'm pretty sure she's from Australia. Didn't do too much research, but I'm pretty sure she's from Australia. And this video that she did here about Jeffree Star being after all the influencers in Hollywood, in LA, and being scared and just like hiding out, I thought it was so fucking funny. I thought it was so good. If you like laughing, if you like comedy, if you like sketches and that kind of thing, you're overlooking Twiz Fizz, and I know you are. I know you're not watching her, so go over there and subscribe to her channel and fucking watch those comedy shorts that she does. They're friggin' hilarious. We gotta move on. We gotta talk about Finn McKenty coming in at number 6, picking up 5 middle of the road points, but this is a big video, and I'm really happy that he did it, and it ended up being one of his like most disliked videos that he's ever put out on this channel, and it was talking about racism in metal and rock and stuff, and I don't know how anyone could come out and see that message and dislike it. Fucking really bothers me in a weird way, but this video was really well done. He got perspective from Mike Seatown, who's another creator who they know from like the hardcore scene, or they know each other from the hardcore scene back in the day, and I love this video. This video was fucking great, came at a great time. And I think a lot of people needed to hear the message, and I think the reason why a lot of people were disliking it is because they know they need to hear that message. We're halfway through the list right now. Before we move on, I'm going to move on to some shout-outs. Here's the shout-outs. If you want to get a shout-out of your own, all you got to do is go over to my Twitter, @DeanProjectRock, find the last MS painting that was posted, or any one of them, I don't care, and retweet it. Once I see that you retweet it, I make a little note and be like, I'm gonna fucking check out this guy's stuff, and I'm gonna shout him out. And the first guy that we're gonna talk about over here is Eddie Sparks. This guy's a dope DEANOMANIAC. He does mostly like rock and metal type content on his channel. He does like really like short little 40-second videos that are really funny, and he also does longer like histories of bands and stuff like that. If that sounds like something that you want in your life, then you hit up Eddie Sparks. The next guy I want to shout out over here is the Grigster, and he's one bad mother. And if you want to check out his content, it's more of like a longer form type content. And he's a very good guy, he's a very funny guy, he's a very entertaining guy. He's the Grigster, and you can find him. He is the #1 bad, what is it? Well, I'm not the best at remembering other people's gimmicks, but he's very entertaining and I love it, so you should love him too. You go find him, the Grigster. All right, now we got to shout out Ramsden again. I did like a little honorary review of one of his videos last week. Gotta shout him out again because he's being really sick. He's out there with the retweets. Ramsden, love you, brother. All right, back to the Dean's list. We're in the top half. That means we're giving out the succulent points. We're giving out the beefiest, the juiciest, the loveliest points that you can even imagine. They're cooked raw. They're cooked well done. They're all different kinds of variety of beef, and they're from all over the world, okay? Well, not really. I think they are all from America, but that is okay. We're gonna jump in at number 5. We are gonna be talking about Gus Johnson. Gus Johnson, man, he is so fucking funny. His comedy is hilarious, all right? Now, if you do a dad character, that's cool. There's ways to like really nail the dad character. There's ways to really like fucking fail at the dad character. I'm not gonna give you examples of creators that I think are failing at the dad character, but this is an example of the dad character done right, done well, done good enough to pick up 6 beefy points. And we gotta move on, all right? We gotta keep this thing rolling, gotta keep this train going, and we have to talk about Whang. Whang's out here telling us about Napster files that were labeled as a band, but they came as another song, okay? If that sounds like something that is nostalgic to you, Whang's video will bring you down that road. But if that sounds like something that's like, whoa, that's a weird thing. What do you mean? I would download like Metallica and get fucking something else? Yeah, that was the thing that happened on Napster. If you want to know more about it, Whang's gonna tell you about it, not me. Okay, now one of my favorites, definitely my favorite sneaker channel, definitely one of the funniest channels in general on the platform. I love Brad Hall. This video about the space hippie, biggest fucking chef's kiss. I love the Space Hippie collection. Brad Hall talking about it. His little twist, his little comedy section at the end. Very funny. I gotta stop the video because I don't want to spoil it. He's always great. He's always so funny. And he's out here picking up 7 beefy mother friggers. Number 3, picking up 8 big bad beefy bad boys. We're talking about James Miller. I love the way this guy edits his videos. Take a look at this. That little thing that he's moving around, like that little blue screen thing, and then he's always in different locations. Then he's in his bed and he's got the green screen going on. He's telling a story. It's very well written. It's very well edited. It's very engaging, like through my ears and through my eyes. He's really using all the elements of YouTube as a visual and audio fucking medium, and he's delivering banger videos, okay? I love this guy's fucking channel. I love this guy's videos. His last one didn't really rank so high on the list, but he has been creator of the week before, and this week there's just like a couple videos that are a little bit better. By a couple, I mean 1. He picked up 9 beefy points at the number 2 spot. Love you, James Miller. Keep bringing on that juicy content. All right, number 1. Now, I'm breaking my own rules a little bit here, people. This video actually came out last week. I just missed it. I don't know how I missed it. Totally my fault. I do all the right things, you know, I check all the creators that are on the radar, and I feel like I really failed myself. I failed this particular creator, I failed the community in general by overlooking this video, so I had to include it in this week's batch of videos because it needed to be talked about. Okay, it was a great video, and it would have been video of the week, creator of the week, YouTuber of the week, whatever you want to call it, any week that this thing came out. And you gotta know that I happen to be talking about PsychIRL. Donna came on here and she's back to Donna form. She's making Donna type videos again, talking about a creator, analyzing it from a couple different psychological angles, and giving you her opinion from I just love it. I just love Donna's content. I just wish there were more of it, and I know that she wishes there was more of it, but I mean the quality is so high that I feel bad making that request or using that as even like a critique. I can't use that as a critique. That is never held against her on the Dean's List. She's always picking up all of the points when she creates a video, because she's not just like sitting around and waiting to fucking do nothing, blah, 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 and then, oh, here's a video, gotta do a video, whatever. No, she cares about it. She wants to put out something that's interesting for her to talk about, that actually works with her channel, and that she knows is gonna vibe with her audience. And she's not growing as fast as most other commentators would, and I think that's because her integrity is just like so rock hard, just like, I don't want to say stubborn. And I hate it when people say that I don't want to say, and then they say the thing. You're like, you just said the thing. I just did that. I can't believe I did that. That's awful. I love Donna. I love this video. I'm getting off track. She's picking up 10 beefy points, which is bringing her into like third place. She has 99 points right behind Brad Hall, who has 100 points, and fucking Critical way up there at the top with like 130 something points. Whatever, I'm not going to look at the actual leaderboard because it's meaningless, it's pointless right now, but I'm really stoked to say that Donna is back to form. Alright, that's going to be the end of the Dean's List this week. Thank you so much for joining us. I am recording an LP, an album, a full-length record. If you want to hear the tracks early, then you're going to go to the Patreon and you're going to pick a tier that has that as one of the rewards, and you're going to join Nicole Frampton and Brad Mays as patrons of mine, and if you donate any amount, you'll get one of these shout-outs. So if you want a shout-out, let me refresh your memory. Shout-outs are done by joining the Patreon and by retweeting the MS painting that you find on @DeanProjectRock. Now, I don't do a lot of tweeting. I don't interact with a lot of people. I mostly just toss up my shit, and if you interact with me, then I'm like, that's dope. I'm gonna fucking say something to you and whatever. I move on with my day. But you're not gonna get a whole lot of like Twitter exclusive content over there, but you will have access to my and you can just like say random shit to me and I will respond no matter what. I've been Dan Frampton. That's been Munchie the Nutcracker. This has been the Dean's List for another week. Bye?